Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here and for watching my video. Family rescued a gentle soul. Then one open door shattered everything. You know that feeling when you meet someone and instantly know they're meant to be in your life? That's exactly what happened when we first saw Leia at that Maryland shelter. She came from a puppy mill raid, rescued at just 2 weeks old, this tiny, vulnerable thing that had already survived so much. When we brought her home, she was everything we dreamed of. Sweet, gentle, the kind of dog who'd rest her head on your lap like she was saying thank you for giving her a real family. For years, everything was perfect. Leia became the heartbeat of our home. She had this way of knowing when you needed comfort, of making ordinary moments feel special just by being there. My husband took Leia to visit a neighbor, just a normal afternoon visit. Someone who didn't live there left a door open. In seconds, she was gone. We think she caught the scent of deer in the area and her instincts kicked in. She just vanished. If you've ever lost someone you love, you know that panic, that hollow feeling in your chest. We searched everywhere. Everyone in the neighborhood was looking, calling her name, walking through woods and streets. 1 week passed, then 2. No sign of her anywhere. I started thinking the worst. Maybe someone took her. Maybe she was hurt somewhere we couldn't reach. The not knowing was torture. Every night I'd lie awake imagining her scared, alone, wondering why we weren't coming for her. That's when Lost and Found Pets of Anne Arundel County reached out. These amazing people I'd never met told me we needed to act fast, put up signs immediately, organize search efforts, use every tool available. They connected us with Donna, a volunteer who does rescue work, and she became our lifeline. If you're still watching but haven't subscribed, I need you to understand something. This story gets darker before it gets lighter. And if you care about what happens to Leia, hit that subscribe button now, because what came next tested everything I thought I knew about hope and determination. This journey broke me and rebuilt me, and I need you here for all of it. Donna helped us blanket the area with signs. We're talking 150 signs across multiple neighborhoods. Every weekend, we'd be out there refreshing them because businesses or highway patrol would take them down. I'd wake up at 7 in the morning, drive to feeding stations we'd set up, checking cameras, hoping for any glimpse of her. 3 weeks in, we got our first sighting. A couple driving down the road looked into the woods and saw her standing there. My heart exploded with hope. We rushed to that spot, walked into those woods, and there she was, about 50 feet away, standing perfectly still. But when she saw us, something in her eyes changed. She looked at me like I was a stranger, a threat. Then she ran. She just kept running deeper into the woods, and I couldn't catch up. That moment destroyed me. My own dog, the one who used to curl up next to me every night, was running away from me in terror. Donna explained it. Survival mode. When dogs are lost that long, primal instincts take over. They focus on food, shelter, and avoiding all humans, even the ones they love. Leia had gone feral in her fear, and the person she trusted most in the world now registered as danger. We got multiple calls that night from people who spotted her, but she never stayed anywhere long enough. She was always moving, always hiding, always one step ahead of us. My husband would drive around every single night looking for any sign of her. He'd come home exhausted and empty-handed, but he'd say, "She's still out there. She's waiting for us to find her." Even when I wanted to give up, he wouldn't let me. We set up feeding stations with cameras, set up traps, did everything humanly possible. The weather was getting colder, and every night I'd think about her, huddled somewhere alone, scared, freezing, not understanding why her family abandoned her. That guilt was unbearable. We accidentally trapped a possum. Twice. I think it was the same persistent little guy. I'd have to go out there and shake him out like, "Sorry, buddy, this wasn't meant for you." Under different circumstances, it would have been funny, but nothing felt funny anymore. 2 days before New Year's Eve, we got the call that changed everything. A woman named Amanda was working in her office 4 miles from where Leia originally disappeared. She looked out her window and saw a dog standing at the edge of the woods. Something made her get in her car, drive around, and search until she found one of our signs. 4 miles. Leia had traveled 4 miles through unfamiliar territory, surviving in completely different woods than where we'd been searching. Donna brought out something called the Missy Trap, this incredible 6-foot by 12-foot pen that took 2.5 hours to assemble. It had a laser trip system. When Leia would walk past the laser deep enough into the pen, the door would automatically shut and lock. But getting her to trust it was another battle. We'd see her on camera approaching the food, eating some of it, but never going all the way in. For 2 weeks, we watched her get closer and closer, slowly acclimating to the trap's presence in her territory. Meanwhile, my husband had been transferred for his job and had to move. I stayed in Maryland alone, refusing to leave without her. I'd spend hours in those woods, sitting quietly, hoping she'd remember me. Then one morning, my phone rang. Donna's voice came through, shaking with excitement. "We got her!" I can't describe that moment without crying, even now. The relief, the disbelief, the overwhelming rush of every emotion I'd been suppressing for months. I drove out there so fast, I'm surprised I didn't get pulled over. Walking down into those woods and seeing her inside that pen, her eyes found mine, and for just a second, I saw recognition. I saw my Leia underneath all that fear. "It's okay," I whispered, getting closer. "It's Mommy. I know, I hear you, baby. Do you remember me?" I sat down near the pen and she sniffed my hands through the bars. She licked my fingers. Then she whined and pawed at the door, like she was saying, "Take me home now." I called my husband immediately, video calling so he could see her. After months of searching, after almost giving up, she was coming home. But here's what nobody tells you. They don't end with the rescue. Leia had lost 1/3 of her body weight. She was terrified of doorways. The dog we got back wasn't the same. But slowly, she's healing. She's more snuggly now. She used to sleep at the foot of our bed. Now she wants to be right next to us, snuggled close like she's afraid we'll disappear. Since getting her back, my heart feels tight every time I see her. This overwhelming love mixed with almost losing her forever. What would you have done? Drop your thoughts below.